Welcome back to 5 Minute Bible Study. We are almost wrapping up chapter 10. So I'm going to read this part. And there were some verses that hit me, or maybe some thoughts that hit me as I reflected on it. So I'll try to share it accurately, what I got out of it. So I'm going to read a couple verses at a time because I'm not sure how far we'll get. So I'm going to begin with chapter 10, verse 32. Whoever acknowledges me before men, I will also acknowledge him before my Father in heaven. But whoever disowns me before men, I will disown him before my Father in heaven. Do not suppose that I have come to bring peace to the earth. I did not come to bring peace, but a sword. For I have come to turn a man against his father, a daughter against her mother, a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. A man's enemies will be the members of his own household. Anyone who loves his father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. Anyone who loves his son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. I'm going to pause there. This sounds brutal, and it doesn't sound nice or desirable or proper. Like, he's trying to win people over by saying, but it's going to be like a anarchy in your house and in your life, everybody turning on each other. That's his selling pitch. And so I did a lot of thinking about it. So he says to people, he says, don't be afraid of what people are going to say and do to you, because he just promised that God will always take care of you. He says, if you are proud to be mine, if you are proud to follow me and you aren't ashamed by me, I am going to be proud that you're mine in heaven. I'm going to be proud and not ashamed of you in heaven. And my Father will see this and he'll follow my footsteps. But if you pretend that you don't know me or you are ashamed to be affiliated with me, I will pretend I don't know you. In heaven, my Father will follow my footsteps. And if I don't want to be affiliated with you, he won't want to be affiliated with you. He says, I haven't come to bring the kind of peace that the world is trying to give, which is kind of like what we talked about the other day when I brought up the American dream and how the dream is to have everything and not have to do anything anymore. That is the image of peace. Palm trees and beaches, sun. It's the image of peace I like. But he says earth is about peaceful circumstances. No stress to work, no stress to earn, to achieve. You're there, you've got it. There's peaceful circumstances. There's peaceful relationships. There's no conflict. And he says, that's not me. I have not come to do that. That kind of peace isn't my priority. It could be the result if the peace that I'm bringing happens, but you have to choose my peace. And he says, I've come to give peace to each person's heart. Peace about who you are, whose you are, what you were made for. That's the peace that I am concerned with. That's the peace that God is concerned with. Internal peace. And the thing is that is kind of like a sword. Because if you choose Jesus's peace, it will make others really angry. Others, not everybody loves Jesus. Not everybody likes Jesus. So if you choose Jesus, they won't like you for your choice to follow me. And this reminded me of a story I heard this summer at Kingdom Bound. I was introduced to a band called We Are Messengers. Actually, I didn't hear it at Kingdom Bound. I came home and I just kind of Googled them. And I read an article, and this guy led a rough life, made a lot of bad choices. And he was with a girl who, I don't know if she made bad choices, but they were both just really suffering. And while he was in the United States touring and she was back in the UK, she became a Christian. And he said he got so mad because now They used to be unsettled together, unhappy together in their hearts. They weren't happy, but at least they had each other. Well, now suddenly she had found peace and hope, and he's over here without any. And so he kind of made it his goal to make her life a living hell so she would turn on it. In the end, it went the other way. But that's the kind of sword it is. Somebody chooses to follow Jesus and other people aren't a fan of that. And then they battle because this one's trying to pull this one in this direction to give up on this Jesus that they found. But this one wants to keep living for Jesus and not succumbing to this and actually trying to pull this person over here. And so that's why when you choose the peace of Jesus, it is a sword. It is divisive. It is not peace as we think of peace.